Hello, good morning. Well, for me it is morning. I just brought my kids to school and now I have some time for myself and I want to do justice to the new color, the new distress color from Tim Holtz, the Scorched Timber. But maybe just a welcome will be the first I have to do. So welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Marlies, Marley Design, and yeah. So look at this beautiful overview. Brown is always good. You can combine brown with every color that you desire. If you like pink or purple or green or earth tones, it will always match. I am very, very happy and excited that I have the chance to work with the new color right away. For today, I do not have a lot of time because, well, you know, busy mom life. I have to pick up the kids. There are birthday parties and everything. So I would like just a little bit of playtime this morning to see what I can get out of the new color and discover the tones and how the materials will work. Yeah, and I want to bring you along on my playtime. The only thing that I do know is that I will put my media mat, my Tim Holtz media mat, on my table, and I will put some papers on there. I think watercolor paper, just regular white or off-white, and yeah, then just spray or ink or stamp or maybe brayer on some paint. Yeah, let's find out. I got out two types of watercolor paper, a black one, and I will work on the smooth side, and also a white watercolor paper, and I will also work on the smooth side. But I will do one at a time, otherwise you will not see the whole process on the camera. For the black watercolor paper, I have chosen two Distress Oxide sprays, of course the new color, the Scorched Timber, and I want to combine that with the Distress Oxide spray Lost Shadow. I think the combination is gorgeous. So I made a kind of basic layer with my Lost Shadow spray, the Oxide spray, because of course the Scorched Timber is a little bit more dark. So I want to see if a lighter background, an underlayer, will help me to bring out this color better. So yeah, let's try. I also would like to bring in the distress paint and I will also add it with my brayer, and I will begin just with gentle pressure on the brayer and work my way through it. So if I need some more pressure, I will add that later when I like the effect. The last thing that I will do for this paper is Distress Oxide Spray Lost Shadow. I will spray a little bit on my Kraft sheet and then I will splatter it on top of my paper. So for now, this is the result. I really like it. I think indeed the combination between Scorched Timber and Lost Shadow is very pretty, and it also gives contrast, and that is what I really, really like. And of course you can see those areas with the Scorched Timber a little bit better, and on some areas it's a little bit lighter, I think, because the Lost Shadow is underneath. But yeah, overall this turned out great, and this could be a perfect base to cover maybe a box or make an envelope out of it. You can also use your die cuts with it. This gives a lot of opportunities. Now let's go to the white watercolor paper. I have cut it into 2 pieces so I can try out different kind of things. So let's start just with a 1 sheet. I have the Distress Ink Scorched Timber, and I will add this to the paper right away from the ink pad. And of course the beauty from working with Distress Ink is that you can activate it with water. A second thing that I would like to do is to turn my paper around and smoosh it onto my craft sheet. I also have the Distress Oxide Scorched Timber, so this will be my next go-to. I will smoosh the ink pad onto my surface and then wet it down so you will get those nice little ink drops. Yeah, and then I will dip my paper into it. So with the ink pads I have created this. This is just a base to work on, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, this paper is done for now. My second piece of white paper is on my table, and I'm going to use the blending tool and the Scorched Timber normal distress ink to give my paper a layer. So let's start with that. My first layer is on there. You can see I have added more pressure, like here in the corner and here on the bottom, some lighter pressure on my blending tool here in the middle. Now I want some more like speckles and stains, so I will go back in and I will put the ink on my craft sheet and I will play around with the ink and some water. So this was the last result that we had from the distress ink, but I also liked just the plain, you know, with the blending tool inking up the paper. So I did made one of these extra, and it is always good to have something like this in your stash. So when you are like, well, like me, busy mom, like household, groceries, children, everything, it is good that you will have this laying around. So when you have just a small amount of time, you can grab it right away and die cut or make a tag out of it, but it's there and you can grab it on the go. For my next technique, I was inspired by Suzy from Shabbysoul. So if you do not follow her, you can check her out on Instagram. She has a YouTube channel, and of course she's also a maker for Tim. So what did she do? What I like, she used a distress embossing dabber on a piece of paper just in a random way, and then used some of the distress glaze on top. I definitely want to try this out, so let's give it a go. So after heat setting the glaze, this is what we have. Now I will find a color, a crayon color, that will fit on top. So let's just use the new color, the Scorched Timber. I also have it in the Distress Crayon, the new set, the latest one. And I will add this on the top and then wet it down and spread the color with my fingers. And while this one is drying on the side, I want to try another variation with the same embossing dabber, but this time with Lost Shadow Distress Glaze, and then put the same crayon on top, the Scorched Timber crayon. This is how it looks like up close. So yeah, let's get in with the crayon and see how this combination will work. I will put this one to the side as well, and I will be right back when they both are dry. And because of the glaze is like a melted plastic, the crayon, which we have wetted down, is still on top of the plastic. So when you have like an old cloth, you can wipe it away. So that is what I'm going to try right now. And this is how it turned out. I have wiped a little bit too hard on this spot, but yeah, when that happened, yeah, I do not mind. I really like it. It is even more worn. So yeah, that's like a happy accident. I will also wipe the excess of the crayon on this piece of paper. And this is how it turned out. You can sure see the difference, because on our first paper we did the Scorched Timber Distress Glaze and the Distress Crayon. And on this one it is totally different, because we have chosen a lighter color for the glaze, the Lost Shadow, and then on top the Scorched Timber. So here you can see way more contrast, and here it is in the same color scheme. What I also wanted to try, because I'm curious, is a Kraft colored paper as a base and then the Scorched Timber on top. I will use my distress ink and a blending tool for a first layer. And I changed my mind. I do want to use Distress Oxide Scorched Timber and not the regular Distress ink. Yeah, because I want to see how it reacts and if it's in any kind of way different. So yeah, let's try. I think this is a wonderful paper, just a great base. It could be like something grungy when you cut out like a frame or a specimen slide or something like that. Yeah, so the base already is good. I love the tone in the back, the Kraft color paper, and I like all the, you know, the hazes of the scorched timber. Yeah, this is awesome to work with. Unfortunately, my camera does not pick up, well, I do not think the realistic color, because in front of me it looks a little bit different. But yeah, I would say try it out for yourself and you will see at home. So here we have the result of this little playtime. I mean, look how different everything is, but still it is matching and it will be cohesive. This is a great batch to work with on maybe grunge type of projects. You can cut out of those larger sheets, you can cut out tags, you can cut out pockets for your journal, you can cut out a cover, a journal cover, you can make little embellishments. I mean, the possibilities are endless. There is a lot of paper and that means there is also a lot that you can do with it. But that will be saved for another video because I will be working with these in the next couple of days. So I will be back with what I'm going to do, create with these papers. For now, I hope I gave you some inspiration and some information about how these materials and supplies work. When you have new ideas because of this video, please like, subscribe or comment down below. I will also put my other social links in the description box so you can follow me and see who I am and what I create. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.